My people burn. The first time I lit a fire, I was 14. My tiny hands bristled at the soul of the matchstick. Shaky, I scratched the blade across the concrete, and there it was, a flame in all its glory. Like a supermodel with main character syndrome, it galloped every element in the air and swallowed my courage whole. I became an ice sculpture in the middle of this fire nation. Body turned Tom Cruise like it had never known fire before. Fire crackling with the moans of its new lover, while my body stared down at me, screaming, "I give up on you." But when you are born in a land whose people would rather have a sea for a coffin than lose their identity, scorching doesn't faze you. You sit right in the middle of the jewel and distribute flowers like it's just another day. My homeland has been burning ever since the day Christopher Columbus sailed. Every single day, a new villain tries to invade this house of triumph, but watch how it rises at dawn every single day. Shoulders held back, head held high, with a bullhorn chanting, "Not today." I once stood in front of a history classroom. Everyone's eyes the reflection of a judgmental aunt. The podium became a wooden mic because when the institutions are built off of white saviorism, when higher education means everything except you, how do you explain that your history is a litany of Hail Marys that was burnt down by their ancestors? My history is a prayer I've never learned to say. The closest I have ever felt to my past is in the middle of a burning garden. Do I just hope that this furnace keeps burning and turns to gold? The answer is no. I sit there and lie, tell myself this is an act of selflessness, then I recite my history perfectly, just like the colonizers taught me. I use the word slave instead of enslaved. I use the word slave masters instead of murderers. I tell the story of the colonizers who brought the modern and not the one of the massacre of my people and exploitation of my home. I hear their hands knit and then unknit against each other, and I wonder if this was the same sound Ota Benga heard when he was made the object of a human zoo exhibit. Recently, my mother showed me a video of a thief being burned to death back home. A human frame slowly turned to corpse, reduced to ember with a tire track around his neck. Story so Facebook-worthy it cost him his life. When I said I was tired of my people being tortured, I guess I should have specified who by. A woman in Malawi had her skin scorched at the hands of 4 men. She died of a broken heart. Everywhere I turn, I see my people burn, and I am tired. Back home, there's a meandering road. It's called Kwekwelele. It reminds me of the story of people turned inside out until you no longer recognize them. But it also reminds me of a people who turned their pain into concrete and made it a road to greatness. Malawi is known as the warm heart of Africa, a tiny country in southeastern Africa where the people are a replica of the joy their motherland inherited. We are not a people who know no pain. We are a people who thrive regardless. In 2012, the flag was changed from a rising sun to a risen sun and then back. Mr. President, I agree with you. We still have a long way to go, but the sun has risen. Look how the people burn from it with love and resilience. Look how my people burn with passion. Bonfires combusting in their skin. My melanin is evidence of this truth and only truth. Where I come from, in the land of Malawi, the sun has risen.